before we go to Hazel, what sort of actions are we taking? Milo, anything?
Not anything that comes to mind.
What will you do with Vast? Will you let him go and retreat into the water? Will you slay him? Will you give him over to the Bloodhawks? Or what would you want to do?
I don't know. Could I think for that?
Sure. But I will say this, that now a group of the Kalins are coming down from the pyramid. They have brought out a set of poles, wooden poles, and rotated them so that the leather, eel leather, between them is stretched out tight, and there's a big symbol on it, and the symbol is this very similar to the ordination church. So they are approaching under the banner.
Wait, did you say similar or dissimilar?
Similar. It has maybe a few more spikes and jagged edges. It's a little more metal, but the image is the same. So they are approaching under the sign of the ordination church down from the pyramid, and they are looking very smug, very pleased with themselves. So that is happening. There seems to be something in the basement. Okay, so the first thing we do is you roll a d6 to see whether you fall into the pit.
You can borrow if you want.
It's okay.
No d6, what happened to that?
I bet there's gonna be something in the basement of that pyramid too.
There's always something in the basement of every place.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay, then look. Okay, what is it?
It's a 3.
A 3. Okay. So I need to tell you what was going on. The circle that I described.
That I didn't touch.
Well, you had to investigate it to see whether there was a trap, which
Yes.
meant you had to go and poke at it somehow. And so it slides back into it's the half of that circle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the best way is that it would actually slide toward you,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore open up the thing
Guess
that was
who
sitting
jumps
there.
back?
That was sitting there. That thing in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
it remains.
Mm-hmm.
It's the part just before it that splits
Mhm.
along a line and then
Mm-hmm.
retreats back or recedes back, basically underneath your
Okay.
feet. And so and according to the little thing that I checked, the roll is to see whether you fall in, and it is 1, 2, 3 on a 6-sided die. And in order not to be totally unfair, let's double check to see whether that means you do or don't fall in.
I'd say I do.
Well, I would too, but that's a guess, you see, and we don't want to guess.
Well.
That would be, that would be no good. We want to examine. Here we are. 3 in 6 to fall in.
Yes.
Yes, in you
So
go.
yes.
All right. So you have tumbled into this pit, which is about 10 feet deep.
Ouch.
And that roll a d6, please. Hazel takes 5 hit points from the fall, and so you are injured somewhat down there. The really pleasant thing about it is when you look up, you can see that a very similar. Oh, I know it rotated. Right, that semicircle
Yes.
rotated. Yes, and that a very similar rotation is occurring above you.
Okay.
So that an opening exactly in parallel with yours
absolutely fantastic.
is right there. There were no spikes or anything at the bottom of the trap. That would have been, I would have been rolling a different result on that table to get that.
Oh, beautiful.
And so at the moment it seems to have caught you rather
Don't
than.
really mind if it comes from above or below, but yes.
Mhm.
Okay?
So there you are, in there.
Mm-hmm.
And would it take any kind of perception to check? Yes, it will. Roll a d6 to see whether you are surprised.
That's a
You
4.
are not surprised. That means that you hear the movement of a heavy body sliding and slithering above you.
Oh, sweet. Yes? I want to get out of here. So what do I do?
Wait. No, I asked what you do. I think you have. I think you have the authorities a little bit confused here.
I'm just in a rush. Don't you
Mhm.
see?
Well, take a look at all of the things you carry with you and make some choices. You may have them on the back of the sheet, I think, or the front.
I don't carry so much with me, but I have my rope and I have my thieves' tools. That's probably about it. And my dagger. Not much of use, I guess.
So, at the moment, what will you do?
I'll try to claw my ways up the wall.
Okay. That would be a climbing check. Just for a little bit of perspective, Bilabi is says to, let's see, should have printed that out myself. Says to Deseldralk, sorry, honey, and goes up the stairs shouting, my lady, thieves!
She's a sweetheart. 72?
I believe.
That's good because I have an 87 in climbing.
Right, well, you have attached yourself to
Yes.
the wall and are working your way up it as quickly as you can.
Yes.
And so that is good. And you weren't surprised, so that is good. And the snake, we have not
So
yet, the snake has not yet, well, the snake has not yet quite come down. That's the point. It was actually awakened. I knew what was going on with the snake, and it was awakened, so it's merely stirring and responding to the signal as opposed to pouncing, although you cannot quite pounce if you're a snake, but you get what I mean.
I get exactly what you mean.
So therefore, that's what is happening at the moment. And there are other voices coming from upstairs.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
Okay.
And your two henchmen are, one is reaching for you.
Thankful
That's
for that.
Agadirk, and Deseldralk is saying but to
Well, she's good. She has her mind with her.
right, and to up the stairs. But okay, so then I believe
Okay,
I believe
if I
we
get
need to-
out of there, and I already triggered the trap. At this moment, I would like to grab that flask. I mean, it should be worth
oh, I
something,
kind of like
right?
it. You're like right when you get up to the lip, right? Then you say, hold on, and lean back.
Yes.
Lean back. Like
Yes,
put your
you got
foot
it.
on the, I'm imagining putting your foot on the lip of the pit and then
Yes.
leaning back and
Can I
grabbing
get
it.
it?
Well, yes, although that will mean something. Roll initiative. Because you just lost your chance to get out before the snake.
That's a
Yeah.
D6 too, right?
Roll high.
Oh dear.
I said hi.
Well, did you talk to my dog?
I think so.
It didn't hear? They have terrible ears. So go ahead. You go first.
Okay. Quick double check on one thing, which I didn't write down because I needed. Restrictor. That's not good. Your armor class is
7, and then there was the thing with the dexterity and all those numbers.
right.
Which I forgot again because I
It's
haven't
going to be
been in
minus.
fight
It's
for a
going.
while.
Your
There's a
armor class will be
-3.
decreased by 3. So I believe that will take you down to 4.
Yes.
God, that's brutal.
Thank
So
you.
easy for the monsters to hit you guys. It's just really unfair.
Yeah. Never mind.
Happy DM must have the players. What did he
So
say?
far, I'm still happy.
I'm most happy. I may even get the house.
It needed a 9. I
Oh.
rolled a 7.
Oh. So
The
sorry for you.
constricting snake, right? So its strike actually, well, I mean, it had to drop into the pit, which is what it was doing, right? That when you were busy reaching, right, it falls, drops into the pit, and then it rears up to try to wrap you, okay? And you, since it was your dexterity bonus that saved you, clearly, you simply were too wiggly, and and managed to sort of unloop the loop or go anti-loop in your movement, right? Like when your car spins out and you have to do the wheel into the turn, against the skid. I think it's against the skid. Anyway, so you know which way to go, and so you are pulled, and the snake, of course, which is massive, clear its head and a certain substantial amount clears the lip of the pit, as you know, Agadir pulls you. And now it's a very good question as to what will occur next.
We'll run.
Okay. Running for the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. Up or down?
Given that there was voices up, how far up did we go with her? Two stories or
There's one above you. You are
there
on the
are
middle.
There are no windows in this door.
There are not.
Up for the windows or down for the door? Down. Let's try it.
Well, down is not down below ground. Down is where you entered.
Yes.
Okay.
I have the choice between windows and climb and out of the door. And I've decided to try the door.
Okay. And this is an iron flask. So let's just check on this thing that you grabbed. Special containers. It is a special container which has runes of silver. It has a brass plug with some sort of really complicated set of symbols around it. It's quite elaborate, actually. Yeah.
Right now, I'm probably just going to stop it down, to put it down into some bag or something to get it out of my hands. If I have the chance, I'll look at it afterwards. In a quiet corner.
Got it. Right. Oh, okay. Oh. Yep. It's a matter now of more initiative. Now, to be clear, you won initiative. No, it got initiative first.
Got initiative.
Oh, and so this is your action. No, there's no initiative roll. We still haven't had your action this minute. So you actually, given a certain amount of, negotiation of getting back onto solid ground or solid floor, still have a fair amount of time that you can devote to movement during this same round, and its action is taken.
Yes, but I want to move away from it.
Right. So that means that your movement toward the stairs and down will be accomplished pretty much at the same time as that dramatic uplifting that I described. So that's good.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody? I now need to open it up. It's hard for me to manage who talks when. We need to open it up for people who have decided what they want to do.
What's in the basement?
Got
You said something and I'm curious now.
it. Well, first of all, they throw pieces of Gorko down there to it,
Right?
and then they back away quickly.
There's some kind of entity or something.
And that is their action. They, for some reason, wanted you to come and see this, and are actually seem to be hiding behind you.
Right?
Did I tell you that the entities in this monster manual, the Fiend Folio, are vastly nastier
Yes, you
Yes,
pound for
you
pound
did.
than the monster manual ones? Yeah. So.
Why not the other book?
Would you like to try? You said you wanted to see what's in the basement.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that you are
Yeah,
actually
but-
taking a look. Okay. So regardless of any other details of the basement, I think that they are not apparent to you because of the bizarre qualities of this being. It is just over 2 meters tall and is effectively a naked humanoid with no really recognizable features beyond the very basic form. It has 3 legs, not 2. The 2 outer legs have no feet and just walk on their ends. And the middle one is weird with great big toes. Okay, that's its feet. It gets weirder, okay? Its mouth is apparently over where its belly button would be. It's a big lipped mouth, or big mouth with lips is what I'm saying, and it is currently stuffing a piece of Gorko into it. And then above that, let's see, there we go. Yes, above that are 3 weird tentacles which go like this, like that, okay, sticking out, going like that. And then further up, it's got 2 arms in what you might think of as ordinary arms, but they end in spikes. And it has another arm coming out of its chest, and it has 3 weird long fingers. Okay, it has 3 heads. The 2 on either side are weirdly faceless and featureless, and this one, the middle head, you can see it has 2 big eyes, very human, large eyes.
Not free, are you sure?
Just wait.
I knew it.
I can understand why it needs to be fed.
It has no mouth, but it seems to have ears.
Right.
It has no mouth, but must it scream?
Ah, but the mouth is down here. I suppose it could scream through that one, I guess.
Does it seem hostile towards me?
Oh, this is an interesting thing. It is, it looks up as it's feeding meat into its maw. And one of the middle hand with the weird fingers reaches up toward you in kind of a holding, grasping way. It walks a little bit toward you.
Alright.
It just wants to say hi.
There's a feeling I'm getting they will say hi, but it's also eating the corpse of something I just killed, so I'm not completely sure. The baboons are behind me.
They're pulling on your coat. They're like pulling.
To get me back
Yeah,
or to...
yeah, to get you back. Pulling on you. Although whether you want to obey the baboons is up to you. You are, of course, the boss of the baboons now. You have enough wisdom to figure that out.